Good morning. We are, let me see if we can make sure everything is, let's make sure everything is able to be heard. And let me get the new link to people. Let me see here. Share. Go to Facebook. And one more place. Two more places. There we go. One more. We're joined by Spartacus this morning. He's very cuddly this morning. And there we go. Okay. Let's see if anyone decides to join us. Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Trainer Talk with Mary. While I'm recovering from surgery and unable to be training dogs, I figured this was a way to keep me in your minds and get some training information out to you. And yeah, so I hope that people will enter some of their questions in the chat eventually. But in the meantime, I'm going to be going over some important topics. My cat Spartacus has been around helping me set up. It was a bumpy ride to get set up, but he was very helpful in that he tried to repeatedly knock my hand off the computer so that I could pet him instead. All right. So, first thing I want to go over is how to sign up for classes, because we changed the way that we do group classes now. So, let me see if I can share my screen with you guys. All right. So, as you can see, we've got my website. From the services pages, you'll go click on group classes. Our group classes are a maximum of 4 dogs in a class so that every dog gets a little bit of personalized attention. And if something doesn't work for your dog, we can adjust the exercise so that it does work for your dog. Some dogs are afraid of certain sounds. Some dogs are shy about following your hand if we're trying to lure them into a particular position. So having a variability on what we're teaching so that we can adjust to the needs of the dogs in the room is what we are set up for. We are also set up for convenience. So instead of a long-term class where you're coming back week after week after week, we have started to introduce our semi-private subject-specific classes. So you'll start with an orientation. What you'll do is you'll just click to enroll, and that will take you to the page where you can schedule all of your classes, or you could see the schedule of all of the orientations currently available. You just click book on the date and time that works for you, and you'll be in our system, able to attend and sign up for any future classes. So everything starts with orientation. Then you'll go back to the group classes page, and you'll scroll down and you'll figure out what you want to do. So we're going to be going over the subject-specific classes today. So we have packages, but before you go to the packages, you're going to want to see what we have available. So you'll scroll down further to the subject-specific classes section, and we have a variety of classes that are single day, 1 hour, well, 45-minute up to an hour classes, depending on what your needs are. So foundations is the basics. It is touch, find it, which is find it is to teach your dog their name and to look at you when they hear their name. Sit and down. And then after foundations, you might want to work on recall, which is getting your dog to come to you when you call them. Leash walking, walking politely on leash without pulling, turning with you so they don't hit the end of the leash, communicating with your dog so that they can communicate with you when they need to stop to go potty or when something smells particularly interesting and they want to stop and sniff it, as well as you communicating with them that this is the direction we're going, this is the speed that we're going, and please walk with me. Polite greetings. And for recall, leash walking, and polite greetings, we have levels 1, 2, and 3. 1 is the basics of any of these exercises. 2 is where we actually put this into practice and get your dog practicing in more scenarios. And then level 3 is real world scenarios, practicing taking this skills from levels 1 and 2 and putting them into real world scenarios so that your dog can learn to overcome these distractions that the real world will present them. And then we have polite greetings, which is teaching your dog to keep their paws on the floor instead of jumping on you or your guests. It is also teaching your dog to stay back from the door so that they don't try and rush your guests the moment they see them. Drop it. Drop it is both drop it and leave it. So leave it is something that the dog is never, ever allowed to sniff, much less touch. It is something toxic. It is something nasty. It is roadkill that you do not want your dog to sniff, eat, or roll in. It is a poisonous mushroom. It is your phone charger. It is the baseboards of your wall. It is your favorite pair of shoes. It is anything you do not want your dog to put in their mouth, much less eat, something you don't even want your dog to sniff. Drop it is something that is either already in the dog's mouth or something the dog is allowed to have back again later. So that is toys, that is food, chews that your dog is chewing on that take them a long time and you need to take it away from them for a moment. Anything like that, that would be drop it. So drop it, we teach. A lot of dogs have some tendency to resource guard. It is natural. It is very much, it's very natural. It is something that your dog is programmed to do because otherwise they might starve. So they see these resources as valuable. They want to hold on to them. They want to eat them. They want to keep them theirs. And we do not want to teach our dogs that they need to do that. We want to teach them how to trade, how to give us the items back, drop items that we do not want them eating. And so drop it is very important. We have door dashing, which is a 1 day, 45-minute class. And that class is for dogs that rush out the door either to greet guests or to take off running. Dogs who aren't allowed in certain rooms. A lot of dogs aren't allowed in the kitchen, for example. So teaching the dog, this is a boundary. You're not allowed to cross this boundary without permission. Um, and for example, I have rooms in my house where the dogs are not allowed because that's where the cat boxes are. And I don't want the dogs to be eating the cat poop. So they have been taught not to pass that line and to stay out of those rooms. So, door dashing is for keeping dogs behind a barrier so they do not cross. Calmer dog is for dogs that are anxious or high strung or overly excitable, dogs that have trouble laying down and calming down in a new environment, dogs who pace or hide when you have guests over, dogs who go out the front door and they run this way and they hit the end of the leash, and they run that way and they hit the end of the leash, and they run this way and they hit the end of the leash, and they just seem like they are out of their head with emotion. That is for calmer dogs. So we have Calmer Dogs 1, where we instill the basics, the calming behaviors, and teach our dogs some self-control and relaxation. Calmer Dog 2 is where we're going to sort of strengthen that, help that relaxation and self-control last a little bit longer. And then Calmer Dog 3 is for introducing distractions where we're going to play the sounds of dogs barking, which might stress your dog out a little bit, and teach them that it's okay. We can come back to these patterns of calm that we have been establishing and helping to lower that expectation or that lower that emotion back to something calmer. Then we have Overcoming Distractions class, and this is for dogs who they see, smell, or hear something and they stop listening. Dogs who they hyperfixate on something that is not you. They see a squirrel and they will not look away from that squirrel. They cannot listen to you. They will not listen to you. They are so focused on that squirrel that you stop existing. Or it might be cars or another dog or other people or a sound or a smell that they heard, something that distracts them from you so that they stop paying attention to you at all, and they only focus on that other distraction, that other thing. And again, we have levels 1, 2, and 3. Overcoming Distractions and Calmer Dog are very similar, but Calmer Dog focuses more on the emotion, and Overcoming Distractions focuses more on uh, the ability to focus and listen to cues, follow your directions while they are distracted, while there's a distraction present. So those are our subject-specific classes. From our subject-specific classes, we also have our long-form classes. We have our puppy kindergarten for puppies that are under 6 months, so up to through 5 months. They can take the puppy kindergarten class, which covers a lot of the single subject classes. It's foundations, recall 1 and 2, leash walking 1 and 2, polite greetings 1 or 2, and drop it 1 and 2. And it is a 6-week class. It includes some puppy socialization, it includes information on how puppies learn, puppy development stages, and things like that. Very important for puppies to interact with puppies their own age. And so we have puppy kindergarten for that. We also have our free puppy socials for that. Agility for fun is, if you've ever seen Canine Agility, it is a blast. Humans and dogs absolutely love it. But if you don't Hello, can you hear me again? Okay, my headphones died there for a moment. I'm not sure why. So we will continue. Um, all right. So, agility for fun. We have agility for fun where we are able to run obstacle courses with our dogs. This one, we have a class starting today. We have another class starting in July. I recommend that you do recall, foundations, and at least leash walking with your dog before you try agility for fun. And this is a class where we teach your dog how to teach you and your dog how to interact with the obstacles safely so that your dogs can learn uh, how to get on and off of the obstacle safely without jumping off at the top of a tall obstacle and without injuring themselves going over the jump, going through the tunnel, and problem solving things like going through the tunnel. Lots of dogs are afraid of the tunnel the first time they see it. So, teaching your dog how to go through the tunnel and giving you the ability to work through problems with things like going through the tunnel, going over the jump, going over the A frame, and things like that. Once you graduate from agility for fun, and I know that you can handle the equipment safely, then we have the agility club, which you will be invited to. And the Agility Club includes renting my training facility. So you have access to the equipment, the agility equipment, without having to buy it yourself, um, so that you can practice, as well as giving you the ability to come to monthly classes where we can workshop some of the behaviors and work through some of the exercises. Finally, we have our rattlesnake avoidance class. We have our next one starting May 30th. Rattlesnake avoidance is so important if you like to hike with your dog, if you like to go camping with your dog. In California, we have a lot of rattlesnakes and they are coming out early this year because it got hot early. And so, what this does is it teaches your dog that they can smell a snake, they can see a snake, they can hear a snake. And if they hear, see, or smell any sign of rattlesnake, they will refuse to move towards it. They will see and hear it, they will turn away and they will move away and they will refuse to walk past it. And so this will show you if there is a snake hidden in the grass and you don't see it, but your dog can smell it. Your dog will turn around and let you know that snake is there, so that you can locate it and safely move around it at a distance that we have trained your dog. This is the safe distance to go around a snake. Um, we do not use shock collars. We do this entirely positive reinforcement. We have Heidi on staff who has been studying this for the last couple of years. She has studied multiple methods of training this without using pain or fear. We use positive reinforcement, which these methods are actually more successful at teaching your dog to avoid a snake than the other forms of teaching your dog to avoid a snake. Um, the other methods, the most common method of teaching rattlesnake avoidance has been to use a shock collar. And using a shock collar, about 33% of dogs decide instead of avoiding the snake, they want to fight the snake because they want to protect you. They want to protect themselves. And so they try to attack the snake rather than avoid the snake, to protect you, to kill the snake before it can hurt them. But snakes are fast. Snakes are faster than dogs. And so they will end up getting bit. They will end up getting hurt. And so we don't want to teach them that the snakes cause pain like the shock collar does. We want to teach them if you see, hear, or smell the snake, avoid it. And the positive reinforcement methods are proven to be more successful at that than the shock collar methods. Again, you have to sign up for orientation first, but that is easy. There, the link to the orientation class list is multiple places on the website. Now, once you have figured out what class you want to take, you can go here and you can click on the class. Say you wanted to take Recall 1. You click on Recall 1, And this is all the dates and times that Recall One is being offered in the next 3 months. So then you select whatever date and time works for you. Here we go. I realized I wasn't sharing the right page. This is what that link takes you to, and it shows you these are the dates and times that we are offering Recall. So alternatively, if you prefer a calendar setting, we have the calendar link here, which will show you the calendar. These are all of the classes and the dates and times that these classes are being taught. So you can sign up for the class date and time that works for you. You're like, okay, I need Saturdays. So Saturday classes, I'll scroll down here and I'm looking for Recall. Oh, look, there's Recall on Saturday the 30th. That works for me. So I can click the date and time there. You'll notice we have 4 classes a day. But the long form classes like puppy kindergarten and the agility for fun classes, they are only on the schedule the first day that they are in session. So, for example, today we have agility for fun starting. So if I clicked that link, I could sign up for that class. But the 4 o'clock time slot is going to be agility for fun for the next 6 weeks. So it is not here. It's not here, but that class is ongoing for the next 6 weeks. And for example, rattlesnake avoidance is starting here. It's going to be for 6 weeks. And so it is not present here. It is not present here. But we do have 4 classes a day, every day that we are open. Currently, because I'm recovering from surgery still, we only have Saturdays and Sundays. When I come back in June, on June 2nd, we will add Tuesdays back in, and then we are thinking about adding Monday afternoons as well. So we are going to have a lot of class times, a lot of options for you that will hopefully work with your schedule. That's our goal here, is to have convenient class times, a variety of class times, a variety of classes offered that will work with your schedule, because we know that you are busy. We know that your spouse is busy. We know that your kids are busy. We know that it is hard to afford a lot of classes. We know that it is hard to commit to 6 weeks in a row. So that's why we shifted to this subject-specific class offering time. So now if you want to do leash walking, you can do leash walking 1, 2, and 3 in a row, but you don't have to commit. If you only want to do leash walking 1 and 2, you can do those. And they are at the same time, same day of the week, 1 week apart. And then you can throw in leash walking 3 another time. If leash walking 3 works better for you on Saturday than Sunday, you could do this leash walking 3. And it's going to be the same subject matter. It's going to be the same type of behaviors, the same schedule, the same distractions that are offered week to week. All right. And then we have, sorry, I've got a cat hair on my nose. It's very tickly. I think I got it. Okay. So that is how our group classes are structured. If you want to do a package, you can click this link here or this link here, and the class packages allow you to save money. So here are our class packages. So Introduction to Training package is orientation, 1 foundations group class, and leash walking 1. And so if you want to just sort of dip your toes in, see how you like our training style, see how you like our training facility, you save $5 per training class by signing up for the package. If you just want to do 3 classes, the 3 class package offers any class except for orientation. You will have to sign up for orientation separately, but you can sign up for orientation, take that, which is a $40 class. It's 90 minutes. And then follow that up with a 3 class package. This is any 3 subject specific group classes. And again, you're saving Sorry about that. Again, you are saving $5 per class by signing up for the 3-class package as opposed to signing up for the classes a la carte. So you pay for this package, and then you have a certain number of days. So this one expires after 30 days. Um, but you have 30 days to use the codes emailed to you to sign up for those classes, and you save $5 a class. You pay once, you can sign up for 3 classes. Basic Manners package. This is, we used to have a class called Manners 1 that covered all of these behaviors, and people found it to be too much in a short period of time, and it was difficult for them to manage. Um, and the classes were kind of variable because we would focus on different things depending on who was in class. So this is going to break things down into a way that's easier to follow. You're doing one subject at a time, but you are getting the full package. You are getting all of the basic manners your dog needs to be a good dog. This covers Foundations 1, Recall 1 and 2, Leash Walking 1 and 2, Polite Greetings 1 and 2, Drop It 1 or 2, and Door Dashing, which is a $550 value. So you're saving $50 by signing up for the package as opposed to the individual classes. Advanced Manners package is Basic Manners package plus level 3 of all of the classes that have a third level. $770 value. You save $5 per class, so you're paying $700, saving $70 by signing up for the package up front and then using the credits, which this is a 90-day expiration for the credits. So you have 3 months to take all of these classes in any order you like, doing them as needed, taking 1 class a week, taking 2 classes a week, however many classes a week you want, to be able to accomplish your training goals. And this is sort of not just your dog being a good dog at home, but this is your dog being a good dog in public. Manners Plus package. If you don't want to commit up front to the Advanced Manners package, but you want an Advanced Manners dog, you can sign up for the Basic Manners package. And then after you've completed all those classes, you can sign up for the Manners Plus package. It's the same price. $500 plus $200 is equal to $700 of the Advanced Manners package. But this is taking you from Basic Manners to the Advanced Manners to your dog being good in public, and just on a slower time frame, and you can try that Basic Manners package first. Anxious Dog package. This is for people who want to take all 3 of the Calmer Dog series, and save $5 per class while doing it. Reactive Dog package. This is for dogs who need the Overcoming Distractions classes, dogs who get overexcited or nervous around dogs. They lunge at the end of the leash. They bark at dogs on walks. You cannot get them to relax. It's hard to turn them around. It's hard to get them to focus back on you around other dogs. Reactive Dog package is excellent for that. And those are our packages. So let's stop sharing my screen, check in, see if anybody left any questions in the chat. If you have any questions, please comment on this video and I will follow up with answering those questions next week. I'm going to try and do a stream next week as well. So please let me know if you have any questions. I hope that this was helpful for you, this sort of tutorial on how to sign up for classes through Mary's Angels Dog Training. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you spend 5 minutes training your dog today, you are going to see progress. So just 5 minutes, put their kibble in their bowl. If they like their kibble, take a handful out of that kibble, do that 5 minutes of training, and then give them their bowl for dinner tonight. And you're going to have a better dog soon. Thank you for coming to this session with Mary's Angels Dog Training, where we help your dogs be the angels they were meant to be. Have a wonderful day. Spend some time with your dog today. Bye. Let's see, how do we stop streaming? End stream. There we go.